They graduate, throw their caps in the air, take pictures with their families, and then the bills show up: student loans, the one debt that seems to follow people around for life. But why is it so hard to get rid of? Stick around, because what you're about to learn might change how you look at the entire education system. You can declare bankruptcy on credit card debt, you can walk away from a car loan, heck, even some tax debts can be negotiated. But student loans? They're like that one ex who just won't move on. Let's talk about why. To understand why student loans are so persistent, we need to go back, way back, to the late 1950s. After the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the US freaked out and decided, we need more scientists, fast. So in 1958, Congress passed the National Defense Education Act, the first time the government backed student loans. It started small, but over the decades, things snowballed. By the 1990s, student loans became big business, and by the 2000s, it was practically expected that if you wanted a future, you'd need a loan to pay for it. Now, here's where it gets sticky. Most people think if you can't pay, you just declare bankruptcy and walk away. Wrong. Student loans are one of the few debts that are extremely hard, almost impossible, to discharge in bankruptcy. Because in 1976, Congress changed the law. They said, if we make it easy to get rid of student loans, people will take advantage of the system. So they put up walls. And then in 2005, they made it even harder, adding private student loans to that same can't escape category. So whether you borrowed from the government or a private lender, you're stuck. But it gets worse. Even when you're making payments, interest can balloon. Take this. Someone borrows $30,000, they make regular payments. But due to interest and fees, 10 years later, they still owe $34,000. How? Because of something called negative amortization, when your payment isn't even enough to cover the interest. And then there's forbearance. Sounds nice, right? A break from payments. Except interest still accrues. So by the time you're ready to pay again, you owe more than before. It's like trying to run up a down escalator. You've probably heard about loan forgiveness, public service loan forgiveness, income-driven repayment, all that. But here's the truth is, the system is confusing, inconsistent, and full of red tape. Millions have applied. Very few have actually received forgiveness. And while programs do exist, they're often so complicated that many borrowers give up trying. Student loans don't go away because they were designed not to. What started as a national investment in education has slowly turned into a trillion-dollar anchor around millions of people's necks. But understanding how and why is the first step to changing it. If you found this breakdown helpful, go ahead and subscribe. We dive deep into the real stories behind money, debt, and the economy every single week.